Question 1. In the modern context of HVACR operations, Mr. Alvarez notices that his service teams are frequently delayed due to poorly sequenced work orders. He wants to optimize routing without increasing staffing. What should be his first step? A. Replace low-performing technicians with new hires. B. Implement advanced dispatch and scheduling software. C. Increase overtime hours for all technicians. D. Reduce service area coverage. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Optimizing routing begins with leveraging dispatch software capable of dynamic scheduling, which reduces idle travel and increases efficiency. Replacing staff without solving process inefficiencies doesn't address the core issue. Increasing overtime raises costs without solving structural delays. Reducing service areas may lower travel but sacrifices market reach. Best practices in operations management: technology-enabled workflow optimization before altering workforce or service geography. Question 2. Given the circumstances of an HVACR firm expanding into a region with stricter refrigerant handling laws, which immediate step ensures compliance? A. Schedule additional APA Section 608 training for all service staff. B. Hire early technicians already certified in refrigerant handling. C. Implement a refrigerant recovery login tracking system. D. Delay operations until all certifications are updated. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. A tracking system provides immediate compliance oversight and proof of adherence. Critical during expansion. Training or hiring certified staff is important but not immediate if compliance records aren't maintained. Delaying operations is financially detrimental. Regulatory compliance often hinges on verifiable documentation, and recovery log system meets both legal requirements and audit readiness. It's the most strategic initial step. Question 3. While examining quarterly budget reports, is Patel finds service call margins declining despite stable pricing. What is the most probable operational factor to investigate first? A. Rising parts procurement costs. B. Inefficient labor utilization. C. Increased marketing expenses. D. Declining equipment lifespan. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Rising procurement costs directly impact margins without necessarily affecting revenue. Inefficient labor may also reduce profitability, but stable pricing suggests direct cost increases are the primary cause. Marketing expenses are not typically tied to service call margins, and equipment lifespan issues usually affect replacement sales, not service margins. Budget analysis best practices starting with the largest variable cost changes impacting direct service profitability. Question 4. The underlying principle of preventive maintenance in HVACR operations is primarily to A. Increase short-term sales volume. B. Reduce unscheduled downtime and emergency repairs. C. Maximize warranty claim opportunities. D. Shift liability to the equipment manufacturer. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Preventive maintenance focuses on maintaining system reliability, reducing emergency breakdowns, and extending equipment life. Increasing sales volume is a secondary benefit, not the principal goal. Warranty claims are reactive, not preventive. Liability shifting is a legal matter, not an operational principle. Industry standards emphasize proactive care to ensure operational efficiency and customer satisfaction while minimizing unexpected service disruptions. Question 5. From a practical standpoint, Mr. Reynolds must choose between two suppliers. One offers lower prices but longer lead times, the other higher prices with same-day delivery. What is the deciding factor in operations management? A. Selecting the supplier with the lower total landed cost. B. Always choosing the fastest delivery to avoid downtime. C. Prioritizing supplier with the most flexible payment terms. D. Rotating orders between both suppliers to maintain relationships. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Total landed cost includes purchase price, freight, handling, and the cost of delays. Fast delivery may reduce downtime, but if lead time costs are outweighed by lower procurement costs, the lower landed cost is optimal. Payment flexibility helps cash flow but may not offset operational inefficiencies. Rotating orders without cost-benefit analysis risks inefficiency. Best procurement practices weigh both price, time-related expenses holistically. Question 6. Considering the evidence from repeated warranty callbacks, is Chang suspects improper installation procedures are causing compressor failures? Which step is most effective for addressing this? A. Increase inventory of replacement compressors. B. Retrain installation crews on manufacturer specifications. C. Extend service warranties to maintain customer trust. D. Assign more experienced technicians to warranty jobs. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Retraining directly addresses the root cause. A. Improper installation. By aligning technician practices with manufacturer standards, increasing inventory or assigning experienced techs treats symptoms, not causes. Extending warranties aids customer relations but increases cost without preventing recurrence. Operational excellence requires eliminating systemic errors through training and process reinforcement, particularly when failure data suggests procedural cause. Question 7. When analyzing seasonal workload fluctuations, what is the most cost-effective staffing approach for an HVACR operations manager? A. Hire full-time staff to cover peak demand. B. Use a flexible workforce combining full-time and temporary technicians. C. Outsource all work during peak periods. D. Reduce services during low demand months. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. A blended workforce allows core staff stability with scalability during peaks, balancing cost and responsiveness. Hiring full-time for peak periods leads to underutilization in off-seasons. Full outsourcing reduces control over service quality. Cutting services harms customer retention. Workforce flexibility is a recognized best practice for industries with cyclical demand, ensuring both efficiency and customer continuity. Question 8. Across different scenarios, Torres notices higher energy costs in a facility after new chiller installation. Which operational step is most likely to resolve this issue? A. Lowering thermostat set points to reduce load. B. Reviewing and optimizing chiller control sequences. C. Scheduling more frequent coil cleaning. D. Replacing the chiller with a smaller capacity model. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. New equipment may not be operating at design efficiency if controls are misconfigured. Optimizing sequences ensures proper staging and load management. Lowering set points increases energy use, not reduces it. More frequent coil cleaning is beneficial for heat transfer but not typically a major energy driver post-installation. Downsizing equipment without load analysis risks underperformance. Commissioning and control optimization are key energy management practices. Question 9. The effectiveness of a customer satisfaction program in HVACR service firms depends primarily on A. Aggressive discounting to retain customers. B. Consistent delivery of promised service quality. C. Frequent promotional campaigns. D. Maintaining minimal call wait times. Answer. Correct answer. D. Explanation. While quality service is vital, responsiveness, measured in wait times, often defines customer perception in service industries. Discounts may improve short-term retention but erode margins. Promotions attract attention but don't guarantee satisfaction. High service quality is essential, but without prompt response, even quality work can lose customers. Operations research shows that service availability and quick response times strongly correlate with customer loyalty in HVACR contexts. Question 10. To illustrate this point, Jenkins is finalizing a project closure report for a large retrofit. Which element is most critical for ensuring future process improvement? A. Documenting all change orders and their causes. B. Preparing final invoices for the client. C. Archiving all supplier correspondence. D. Scheduling post-project client appreciation meetings. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Change order documentation reveals where scope, design, or execution issues occurred, informing process adjustments for future projects. Invoicing is financially important but doesn't drive improvement. Supplier correspondence can aid dispute resolution but offers less process insight. Client appreciation fosters relationships but not operational learning. Project management standards emphasize post-project reviews with accurate change records to refine future performance. Question 11. The central argument for implementing predictive analytics in HVACR maintenance scheduling is that it A. minimizes unplanned downtime by addressing issues before failure, B. reduces the need for skilled technicians, C. eliminates the requirement for preventive maintenance, D. increases marketing opportunities through data insights. Answer. Correct answer, A. explanation. Predictive analytics uses historical and sensor data to anticipate failures, reducing costly unplanned downtime. It does not replace skilled technicians but enhances their effectiveness. Preventive maintenance remains necessary to address non-predictable issues. Marketing benefits are secondary, not the primary operational goal. Best practices in asset management emphasize predictive tools as a complement to preventive probe, improving reliability and reducing total maintenance costs. Question 12. Under the assumption that an HVACR firm faces rising insurance premiums after multiple workplace incidents, what should the operations manager address first? A. Negotiate a low rate with the insurance carrier. B. Conduct a root cause analysis of the incidents. C. Implement new marketing campaigns to offset costs. D. Reduce workforce size to lower liability exposure. Answer. Correct answer, B. Explanation. Root cause analysis identifies underlying hazards, enabling targeted corrective actions to prevent recurrence and improve safety compliance, which can ultimately lower premiums. Negotiation without risk mitigation has limited impact. Marketing addresses revenue, not safety. Reducing staff may lower exposure but risks service capacity and morale. Safety management frameworks such as OSHA's stress systematic identification as the first step towards sustainable risk reduction. Question 13. Throughout the course of project execution, Mr. Lang observes recurring schedule delays caused by waiting for permits. Which strategy best mitigates this for future projects? A. Assign a dedicated permitting coordinator. B. Start work without permits to save time. C. Shorten project timelines to create urgency. D. Outsource permitting entirely to subcontractors. Answer. Correct answer, A. Explanation. The permitting coordinator ensures timely submission, follow-up, and resolution of regulatory requirements. Reducing delays. Starting without permits violates legal compliance. Shortening timelines without addressing bottlenecks exacerbates issues. Outsourcing can help but may reduce control and oversight. Project management best practices emphasize proactive permit management within the pre-construction phase to improve execution. Question 14. When faced with declining team morale due to inconsistent workloads, is Donovan's most effective leadership action is to A. Implement transparent workload scheduling. B. Offer immediate financial bonuses. C. Reduce the number of client accounts. D. Rotate staff between departments frequently. Answer. Correct answer, D. Explanation. Department rotation can improve skill variety, reduce monotony, and balance workloads while developing cross-functional capability. Transparency helps but may not solve workload inconsistency. Bonuses address symptoms, not systemic issues. Reducing client accounts harms revenue and growth. Leadership literature supports job enrichment and skill diversification as effective strategies for sustained morale improvement in cyclical demand industries. Question 15. By evaluating service department performance, data is Howard notes a high rate of repeat visits for the same equipment within 30 days. What operational improvement is most appropriate? A. Strengthen diagnostic training for technicians. B. Increase spare parts inventory levels. C. Offer customers extended warranties. D. Reduce response times to improve perception. Answer. Correct answer, A. Explanation. Strengthening diagnostic skills ensures first-time fix accuracy, reducing repeat visits and improving customer trust. Inventory levels matter if parts shortages cause incomplete repairs, but without diagnostic accuracy, more parts won't solve errors. Warranties improve perception but not quality. Faster responses won't fix recurring technical issues. Service quality frameworks prioritize root cause correction to improve key performance indicators like first-time fix rate. Question 16. In light of recent developments in refrigerant regulations, Mr. Bennett must plan equipment upgrades across multiple facilities. What is his best approach to ensure compliance and cost efficiency? A. Upgrade all systems immediately, regardless of age. B. Replace only failed units with compliant models. C. Create a phased replacement plan prioritizing high leakage equipment. D. Continue using existing equipment until legally banned. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. The phased plan addresses high impact, high risk units first, balancing compliance, cost and operational needs, immediate replacement wastes remaining life of efficient units. Replacing only failed equipment may risk sudden compliance violations. Operating until banned increases liability and limits supplier availability during regulatory deadlines. Industry transition strategies emphasize prioritization based on leak rate, efficiency, and replacement feasibility. Question 17. As a result of a major heatwave, Istacolor's HVACR firm experiences overwhelming emergency calls. Which action provides the most sustainable long-term solution? A. Increase advertising to attract more customers. B. Implement client maintenance contract program. C. Hire temporary staff for peak demand. D. Prioritize high-revenue clients only. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Maintenance contracts stabilize workloads, improve equipment reliability, and reduce emergency demand spikes. Advertising during overload worsens capacity strain. Temporary staff can help short-term, but doesn't address recurring demand patterns. Prioritizing only high-revenue clients risks alienating other customers. Sustainable capacity management in HVACR relies on preventive programs that smooth demand, seasonality, and protect service standards. Question 18. Taking into account energy cost trends, Silver wants to position her HVACR business as a leader in efficiency upgrades. Which marketing approach is most effective? A. Promote lowest upfront installation costs. B. Focus on lifecycle cost savings and ROI analysis. C. Emphasize brand reputation of equipment suppliers. D. Offer short-term rebates on installations. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Highlighting lifecycle savings resonates with clients concerned about long-term energy costs, aligning with market trends. Upfront price competition attracts budget-focused buyers but neglects long-term value. Supplier branding may help credibility but isn't the primary motivator. For energy-conscious clients, short-term rebates create urgency but may not sustain positioning. HVACR marketing research shows ROI-based messaging is most persuasive for energy efficiency sales. Question 19. In comparison with traditional paper-based service logs, digital field service management systems primarily improve A. Client entertainment opportunities. B. Data accuracy and real-time accessibility. C. Technician overtime opportunities. D. Supplier relationship building. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Digital systems reduce human error, enable instant updates, and enhance decision-making through timely data. Entertainment opportunities have no operational relevance. Overtime opportunities are not a benefit for efficiency-focused operations. Supplier relationships are influenced more by procurement practices than field data systems. Digital transformation in service operations focuses on accuracy, speed, and integration to drive performance and profitability. Question 20. Focusing specifically on inventory control, Mr. Walsh wants to reduce both excess stock and urgent order frequency. Which strategy aligns best with operational efficiency? A. Apply a just-in-time JIT replenishment system. B. Increase warehouse storage capacity. C. Consolidate vendors to one primary supplier. D. Assign a technician to manage inventory part-time. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. JIT reduces excess holding while ensuring timely replenishment, balancing cash flow and service readiness. Expanding storage doesn't address overstock causes. Vendor consolidation may help pricing but risk supply disruption. Part-time inventory management may lack the oversight needed for accuracy. Lean inventory practices, including JIT, are widely recognized for minimizing waste and improving responsiveness in HVACR supply chains. Question 21. From a practical standpoint, is Ortiz notices repeated miscommunication between her sales and service teams leading to delayed project completion. What should be her first course of action? A. Implement a centralized communication and workflow platform. B. Conduct weekly social team building events. C. Assign blame to underperforming employees. D. Reduce the number of simultaneous projects. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Centralized platforms enable transparent tracking of work orders, assignments, and status updates, mitigating miscommunication. Social events improve morale but don't solve operational delays. Assigning blame damages team cohesion without addressing systemic issues. Reducing projects may ease workload temporarily but fails to improve long-term process coordination. Best practices in operations manner. Emphasize integrated communication tools to enhance efficiency and accountability. Question 22. Based on the information from a recent energy audit, Hughes discovers that his building's HVACR system consumes significantly more energy than similar installations. What is the most effective corrective approach? A. Review and optimize control sequences and set points. B. Replace all major equipment immediately. C. Increase building thermostat set points. D. Offer client energy audits as marketing tool. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. Adjusting thermostat set points reduces unnecessary energy consumption and aligns system demand with actual load requirements. Replacing equipment may be costly and unnecessary if inefficiencies are operational rather than mechanical. Offering audits is useful for marketing but doesn't directly resolve current inefficiency. Control sequence optimization is also effective, but without proper set points, system operations may remain suboptimal. Energy efficiency requires combining operational and control adjustments. Question 23. In an effort to reduce emergency service calls, is Reynolds wants to ensure our team prioritizes high-risk equipment during preventive maintenance. Which metric best guides scheduling? A. Historical failure rate and criticality of equipment. B. Age of equipment regardless of usage. C. Customer contract value. D. Technician availability only. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Scheduling based on historical failures and equipment criticality ensures preventive maintenance resources are focused where the impact is greatest. Reducing emergency interventions. Equipment age alone may not reflect risk. Customer value does not correlate with system failure risk. Technician availability must be balanced with risk priorities rather than dictating schedule entirely. Risk-based maintenance planning is recommended for reliability-centered maintenance in HVACR operations. Question 24. With respect to ongoing safety compliance, Collard observes several technicians bypassing lockout-to-gut procedures for faster service. What is the appropriate managerial action? A. Conduct targeted safety retraining and reinforce enforcement policies. B. Ignore minor infractions to maintain productivity. C. Replace staff immediately. D. Offer incentives for faster job completion. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Safety compliance cannot be compromised for speed. If bypassing critical procedures risks accidents, legal liabilities, and regulatory penalties, ignoring infractions creates a dangerous precedent. Staff replacement may be costly and disruptive without corrective training. Incentives for speed exacerbate unsafe behavior. OSHA and industry guidelines emphasize that safety procedures like lockout-to-gut are mandatory and require enforcement, retraining, and a culture of accountability. Question 25. During the process of scaling his HVACR business, Mr. Thompson notes inefficiencies in procurement cycles causing repeated emergency parts orders. Which strategy addresses this most effectively? A. Implement a demand-driven inventory management system. B. Increase on-site storage of all possible spare parts. C. Reduce supplier relationships to a single vendor. D. Shift emergency orders to after-hours delivery. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. A demand-driven system predicts usage and aligns stock with actual operational needs. Reducing emergency orders and holding costs. Increasing storage indiscriminately can tie up capital. Relying on a single vendor risks supply disruption. After-hours ordering doesn't resolve the root cause. Efficient inventory management prioritizes accurate forecasting, real-time tracking, and structured replenishment to prevent costly service delays while maintaining capital efficiency. Question 26. Considering the evidence is Wilson observes excessive refrigerant leaks across multiple systems. What approach most effectively mitigates this issue operationally? A. Implement leak detection technology and regular monitoring protocols. B. Replace all system components with new units. C. Limit system usage during peak periods. D. Increase customer billing to offset refrigerant loss. Answer. Correct answer. D. Explanation. Leak detection technology and systematic monitoring identify leaks proactively, enabling timely repair and reducing losses. Complete component replacement is unnecessarily costly. Limiting system usage is impractical for customer satisfaction. Increasing billing addresses financial impact, but not operational efficiency. Industry best practices emphasize leak monitoring, technician training, and compliance with environmental regulations to minimize refrigerant loss and reduce operational costs. Question 27. To what degree does technician skill variance affect first-time fix rates in HVACR service operations? A. Significantly. Standardized training and competency assessment improve reliability. B. Minimally. Equipment age is the main factor. C. Slightly. Client communication affects outcomes more. D. Not at all. Process documentation compensates for skill gaps. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Technician competency directly impacts diagnostic accuracy and repair success. Standardized training and periodic skills assessments reduce first-time fix failures. While equipment condition and communication matter, skill gaps remain the largest contributor to repeated visits. Process documentation aids consistency but cannot replace hands-on expertise. Advanced HVACR operations emphasize work development and continuous skills improvement as essential for service quality metrics. Question 20. From multiple perspectives, Ista Patel evaluates two project bids for a large commercial HVACR installation. Both offer similar costs, but one proposes modular equipment with staged commissioning. What principle should guide his choice? A. Prioritize the option reducing operational risk and allowing phased testing. B. Select the lower upfront cost regardless of project complexity. C. Choose the option with the faster initial installation timeline. D. Rely solely on vendor reputation. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Staged commissioning reduces risk by enabling incremental verification, which is preferred in complex projects. Cost alone may be tempting, but ignoring operational risk can lead to failures and long-term expense. Faster installation without phased testing increases likelihood of errors. Vendor reputation is important but does not replace thorough risk and technical assessment. Project management best practice emphasize balancing risk, schedule, and cost for sustainable operational outcomes. Question 29. The primary reason for documenting system performance metrics in HVACR operations is to A. Support continuous process improvement and operational decision-making. B. Increase marketing collateral for sales teams. C. Reduce technician accountability by relying on data. D. Satisfy occasional client curiosity only. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. Documenting performance metrics informs management decisions, highlights inefficiencies, and drives process improvements. Data cannot replace accountability. It reinforces it. Marketing benefit is secondary. Relying solely on client curiosity undermines operational purpose. Best practices in operations management stress systematic measurement of KPIs to support strategic planning, predictive maintenance, evidence-based decision-making. Question 30. When evaluating the merits of implementing remote monitoring for HVACR systems, it must consider which factor is most critical for operational efficiency. A. Real-time fault detection and automated alerts. B. Marketing the technology to attract new clients. C. Increasing technician workload for field visits. D. Reducing warranty coverage to lower liability. Answer. Correct answer. D. Explanation. Remote monitoring enables proactive identification of system faults, allowing timely intervention, reducing downtime, and improving energy efficiency. Marketing benefits exist but as secondary. Increasing field visits defeats the purpose of remote monitoring. Reducing warranty coverage is unrelated and may harm customer relations. Effective deployment relies on integrating real-time diagnostics with planning to maximize operational performance and client satisfaction.